Every 40 seconds, someone in the United States has a heart attack. Every 34 seconds, someone dies from cardiovascular disease. But here's the part of that story that is rarely told, the quiet tragedy happening in homes across America. Many of these devastating events don't happen to people living on fast food and soda. They happen to people who believed they were doing everything right. But here's what most people don't realize. Up to 80% of strokes are preventable, according to the American Stroke Association, not with expensive treatments, but by changing just a few everyday habits. I have a friend, Eleanor. She's 75. Just a year ago, Eleanor was the picture of health. She cherished her independence, loved her morning walks, and took immense pride in her heart-healthy cooking. She had given up butter, switched to whole wheat bread, and her fridge was stocked with low-fat yogurt. But one afternoon, while tending to her beloved rose bushes, a wave of exhaustion so profound hit her that she had to sit down right on the grass, her chest feeling tight as she struggled to catch her breath. It wasn't the dramatic, chest-clutching scene from the movies. It was quiet, confusing, and utterly terrifying. Her doctor's diagnosis after a series of tests was startling. The root cause wasn't a single event, but years of silent damage from a diet she thought was protecting her. The very healthy foods she trusted, the yogurt, the bread, the salad dressings, were secretly loaded with sugar and sodium, contributing to the chronic inflammation and high blood pressure she was trying so desperately to fight. Eleanor's story is a critical warning. What if the greatest danger to your heart isn't the food you know to avoid, but the food you've been told to eat? In this video, we will become detectives. We will investigate these healthy-looking imposters and uncover the simple truths that can truly protect your heart. To understand Eleanor's story, we first need to ask the fundamental question, what is the reason of a heart attack? The answer isn't as complicated as you might think. Imagine your circulatory system is the precious plumbing of your home, and your heart is the master pump working tirelessly day and night. For decades, like silent rust, fatty deposits known as plaques can gradually build up on the inner walls of your coronary arteries, the vital pipes that deliver oxygen-rich blood to your heart muscle itself. This plaque grows as we age, a quiet process happening without any symptoms. But here, and this is the crucial insight I want to share with you, a heart attack often isn't from that pipe slowly clogging to a complete stop. The real danger is more sudden. Imagine a crack suddenly appearing on that old, brittle plaque. Your body, in its incredible wisdom, immediately rushes to heal the wound. It forms a blood clot. Think of it as an emergency internal bandage to patch that crack. But here is the tragic irony. Sometimes this life-saving response is too powerful. That protective clot can grow so large that it becomes the very thing that dams the entire artery, completely cutting off blood flow. When the heart muscle is starved of oxygen, it begins to die. That, right there, is a myocardial infarction, a heart attack. So, what can cause a heart attack? It is this silent story written over years inside our arteries. But knowing this process isn't meant to scare you. It's meant to empower you. Because once you understand the story, you gain the power to change its ending. Before Eleanor became a food detective, her first discovery wasn't in her kitchen. It was in her living room chair. For many of us, that chair represents comfort, a well-deserved rest. But what if that rest, when stretched for hours, becomes a quiet saboteur? Prolonged sitting, especially with lots of screen time from watching TV or being on the phone, has been shown to put you at an increased risk for heart disease. It's not just about being inactive. When you sit still, your blood flow slows, especially in your legs. But here is the wow insight from the science. A study published in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology revealed something startling. After studying 4,000 people, they found that those with 4 or more hours of screen time a day had significantly higher levels of inflammatory markers in their blood. Specifically, they had twice as much C-reactive protein, or CRP. Think of CRP as a fire alarm for inflammation in your body, that same internal irritation that can damage our arteries and contribute to plaque buildup. Your deceptively peaceful afternoon on the couch could be quietly fanning the flames of inflammation inside you. And this sabotage doesn't stop when we turn off the TV. It can follow us into the bedroom. Sleep isn't just time off, it's the sacred time when your body does its most important repair work, regulating blood pressure and healing your blood vessels. When we are stressed or anxious, our bodies release stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. These hormones can cause a tightening of heart arteries, increasing your risk for heart disease. A good night's sleep helps to lower these hormones, giving your heart and arteries a chance to relax and recover. Learning how to prevent heart disease begins with these gentle acts of rebellion against stillness. It's not about running a marathon. It's about standing up every 30 minutes to stretch. It's about creating a peaceful evening ritual, a cup of chamomile tea, a few pages of a book, soft music to invite restful sleep. This isn't about adding more tasks to your day. It's about infusing your day with more life, protecting the incredible heart that has beaten for you every second for a lifetime.
Now, let's open Eleanor's refrigerator and pantry. This is where the most shocking clues were found. We'll explore what the best diet for heart disease truly looks like, not by adding complexity, but by exposing the simple deceptions. This is the heart of our investigation. Trap number 1, the fat-free fallacy, salad dressing. Let's begin with the most counterintuitive saboteur of all, this bottle of fat-free dressing. You buy this thinking you're making the ultimate heart-healthy choice. But here is the stunning truth. This bottle may actually prevent your body from absorbing the very nutrients in the salad you're eating. Here's the science. Many essential vitamins in your vegetables, specifically vitamins A, D, E, and K, are fat-soluble. They require a ride, a vehicle, to be transported from your digestive system into your bloodstream. That vehicle is healthy fat. When you use a fat-free dressing, which is often loaded with sugar and chemicals to compensate for flavor, you leave those life-giving vitamins stranded. It's a metabolic betrayal. What you can do instead is embrace healthy fats. An avocado, for instance, has a rich content of monounsaturated fats, the same kind found in heart-revered olive oil. The detective's rule is simple, the 3-ingredient golden rule: a base of extra virgin olive oil, an acid like lemon juice, and a flavor like garlic. It nourishes your body and honors the salad. Trap number 2, the tale of 2 oranges, fruit juice. Next on the evidence table, a whole, perfect orange versus a glass of orange juice. To the eye, they seem related, but to your body, they are strangers. When you eat the orange, its fiber ensures a slow, gentle release of sugar. But when you drink the juice, you've stripped away that protective fiber. It's the metabolic equivalent of going from a gentle walk up a hill to falling off a cliff. The flood of sugar overwhelms your liver and can trigger inflammation. Remember, a heart-healthy diet is low in sugar. That glass of juice, unfortunately, is a concentrated dose. The detective's rule: eat your fruit, don't drink it. Trap number 3, the hidden confession, flavored yogurt. Eleanor's yogurt container promised low fat on the front, a claim designed to make you feel safe. But the real story, the hidden confession, is on the back. Let's examine the nutrition label. While the fat content is low, the added sugars line reveals a staggering amount, sometimes more than a candy bar. Companies know that when fat is removed, flavor goes with it. Their solution is to pump it full of sugar. And those added sugars are a real trick. They can lead to inflammation and promote heart disease. The detective's rule here is the 5-gram rule. Scrutinize the label and choose a yogurt with 5 grams of added sugar or less. Plain Greek yogurt is your most trusted ally. Trap number 4, the disguise artist, breakfast cereal. Many breakfast cereals are masters of disguise. The boxes are cleverly dressed in costumes of whole grains, high fiber, and heart-healthy claims.
But if you unmask them, you often find a nutritional imposter. The primary ingredients are frequently refined grains and, once again, a shocking amount of sugar. This isn't a breakfast designed for health. It's dessert in a different shape, setting you up for a day of energy crashes and inflammation. The detective's rule here, the top 3 test. Read the first 3 ingredients. If sugar or one of its aliases, like high fructose corn syrup, is on that list, consider it a failed test. Put the box back. Trap number 5. The origin story. Processed veggie burgers. This trap poses a simple but profound question. Does your food come from a plant or a manufacturing plant? In her effort to reduce red meat, Eleanor chose veggie burgers. But many popular versions are not simply mashed vegetables. They are ultra-processed products, born in a lab. To mimic the texture and taste of meat, they can be engineered with a long list of chemical additives, high levels of sodium, and unhealthy seed oils. Remember, the combination of processed foods, sugar, and industrial seed oils can create an unhealthy metabolic environment that fosters inflammation. The detective's rule here, the kitchen test. Read the ingredients. If they include substances you can't pronounce or wouldn't find in your own kitchen, it's a lab product, not a health food. Trap number 6. The ripple effect, diet soda. For decades, the simple equation was 0 calories equals 0 harm. But modern science is revealing a more complex story. The intense artificial sweetness in diet soda can have a surprising ripple effect.
Knowing how to build a healthier lifestyle is our goal, but it's equally crucial to know what are the symptoms of a heart attack if it happens. This is not about fear. This is about awareness. Your body often sends warning signals, and learning its language is one of the most powerful skills you can possess. The classic symptoms of a heart attack, often what we see in movies, are very real. The most common is chest pain, which patients describe as a crushing or vice-like pressure, sometimes like an elephant sitting on your chest. This pain can radiate to the left arm, jaw, back, or even the abdomen. But, and this is knowledge that saves lives, the experience can be profoundly different, especially for women. The symptoms of heart attack for women may be less prominent and more subtle. Instead of crushing chest pain, the main signal might be unusual weakness or extreme fatigue. Other heart attack women's symptoms can include nausea, shortness of breath, or pain in the back or jaw. It is a devastating fact that heart disease is the #1 killer among women, in part because these symptoms are too often dismissed as something else. Then there is the quietest danger of all, the symptoms of silent heart attack. Surprisingly, in many people, especially those with diabetes, which can affect the nerves that carry pain, a heart attack may be silent, with no chest pain at all. The only sign might be sudden fatigue or what feels like indigestion. You may have heard about 7 symptoms of a heart attack 1 month before. While there's no official checklist, we should always listen to our body's whispers before it has to shout. These heart attack warning signs are often subtle changes: more fatigue than usual, shortness of breath with simple activities, or new tingling in the arms or hands. It is your life. It is your heart. If you feel that something is wrong, if you experience a combination of these signs, the most important thing is to respond quickly. Do not wait. Do not try to diagnose it at home. Call for emergency medical services immediately. Trust the wisdom of your body. It is always speaking to you. Diet and lifestyle are the foundation of heart health. They are the non-negotiable cornerstones. But for extra support on your journey, many people ask about the best supplements for heart health. Before we take another step, this is the most important rule of all. Always speak with your doctor. Supplements can be powerful, and they can interact with medications. This is a conversation you must have with your trusted healthcare provider to create a plan that is safe and effective for you. With that understanding, some of the most researched supplements for heart health include nutrients that are, fascinatingly, also found in whole foods. Omega-3 fatty acids, often taken to help reduce inflammation. These are the healthy fats famously found in fatty fish like salmon. Magnesium. This essential mineral helps maintain a steady heartbeat and normal blood pressure. It is abundant in foods like pumpkin seeds and almonds. Coenzyme Q10. CoQ10. Often called the spark plug for our cells, CoQ10 helps your heart muscle produce the energy it needs to pump efficiently. Your body makes it, but levels can decline with age. These are just a few examples of vitamins for heart health support. But remember the wisdom we've shared today. These are supplements, not substitutes. They are helpers to a diet rich in real whole foods, not a replacement for one. So what happened to Eleanor? She became the hero of her own heart story. She walks through the grocery store now not with confusion, but with confidence. She reads labels not as a chore, but as an act of power. The fatigue has lifted, replaced by a vitality she thought she had lost forever. She didn't just change her diet, she changed her destiny. Knowing how to prevent heart attack is not about living in fear. It's about stepping into your freedom. The freedom that comes from knowledge. The freedom to enjoy your golden years with energy, with clarity, and with peace of mind. Your journey to becoming a heart detective, to being the guardian of your own well-being, starts today with one small, informed choice. If this video has empowered you, we would be honored if you would subscribe to our channel and join our community. Together, we can continue to learn and live our healthiest, happiest lives. Finally, please note that the information in this video is for informational and inspirational purposes only. For medical advice that is best suited to your individual health condition, especially if you have underlying medical conditions or are taking medication, please always consult with your doctor or a healthcare professional.